Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the home mentoring session of accountancy. Myself, C.S.K. Khanna from the SD Vidya School. Dear students, today I will share with you a very important lesson, that is rectification of errors. All those students who had attended my live class, they may recall that we had already covered this lesson in the live class. But as the lesson is very important, today I had also thought once again to take up this lesson. The title of this lesson is Rectification of Errors. This lesson is associated basically with the rectification of the errors. So, before we understand how the errors be rectified, we must know what we mean by the errors. You would find this lesson in some of the books along with the lesson of trial balance and rectification of errors, or independently rectification of error. So first of all, before we understand that how the errors are rectified, it is very important to understand what we mean by the term error and what are the different types of the errors. Then we will devise the schedule that how to rectify those errors. So first of all, we must understand the meaning of error before understanding meaning of rectification of error. Dear students, error means any information which is incurred in the books of accounts inadvertently, or in the simple words, any information which is incurred in the books of account, that is without any malified intention, and it just crept in the books of accounts. You could make a difference between the error and fraud. Fraud is always be done with the intention to deceive someone, while error, which is incurred in the books of account unintentionally. The purpose of error is not to deceive someone, but as a human being is an creating in the terms of the errors. So the errors may be created. So we mean error, that information which incurred or encrypted in the books of accounts without any malified intention and not to deceive anyone with the purpose. So this we mean by the term error. Now question arises how we have to rectify those errors. Rectification of errors depends upon whether the error is one-sided error or the two-sided error, because the method to rectify one-sided error is different and the method to rectify a two-sided error is also different. But prior to that, we must also know what are the different types of the errors, because unless and until we not been able to understand what are the different types of the errors, we may not be in position to get the solution or rectification of the errors. What one-sided error is, what two-sided error is, that we would understand once we understand the different types of the errors. Now, once the error is located, it should be properly corrected. The correction of accounting error in a systematic manner is called rectification of errors. What do we mean by the term rectification of error? Rectification of error means the correction of accounting error in a systematic manner is called rectification of errors. Now, how these errors be rectified? Very simply, here the formula is given, that is rectification, or for verifying, see here, correct entry is equal to wrong entry plus the right entry. The result will be the correction or rectification of the errors. So first of all, we understand what are the different types of the errors. Two-sided errors not affecting trial balance agreement. Here you understand two-sided error means all the errors which affects at least to two accounts. Two-sided errors are those errors by which there is error in the two accounts, or those errors which affects at least to two accounts, they are called the two-sided errors. First in this is the error of omission. Error of omission means error of forget. Error of omission means that we forget to record any transaction in the books of account. Now, this error of omission is of two types, one-sided or two-sided. One-sided or two-sided here means that is fully omitted errors or partly omitted errors. Fully omitted error here means that the whole transactions entry has not been recorded in the books of account. For example, there is one entry, RAM account debit to sales. When both the account has not been recorded in the books of account, it is fully omitted error. When I say only RAM account being debited in the books of account but sales account is not credited, or vice versa, sales account being credited, RAM account is not debited, it is called the partly omitted error. So error of omission are of two types. Fully omitted errors when the whole transaction been not recorded, partly omitted error when only one aspect been recorded and other aspect been not recorded. Second, it is error of commission. Error of commission means those errors which has been encrypted or which has been committed in the books of account, like the undercasting, overcasting, wrong account, wrong amount, wrong brought forward, wrong carry forward. Those types of the errors which may affect to the agreement of the trial balance, they are called the error of commission. Then the error of original entry. That error of original entry here means those errors which originally been not recorded in the books of account, or at the first step they not been recorded. Then there is the compensating errors. Compensating error here means when the effect of one error is nullified by the effect of the other error. Compensating error means when the effect of one error is nullified or covered by the effect of the other error. For example, we have to debit the Ramlal's account by rupees 100. We had debited Ramlal's account by rupees 1000. It means Ramlal's debit side is excess by rupees 900. Now we have to debit the Sohan's account by rupees 100, but we have to debit the Sohan's account by 1000, but we had debited with only 100. So 900 rupees being less debited to the Sohan's account. The resulting will be that there is the 900 less debit in the Sohan's account. Now when we prepare the trial balance total will agree, because in the Ram's account debit side 900 is short and in the Sohan's account 900 in the debit side is less. So it will compensate both the error to each other. Other type of the error is called the error of principle. Error of principle, the word here, spelling of principle is given wrong, PLE. Error of principle means when the accounting principle has been violated, like the revenue expenditure being taken as the capital expenditure or the capital received being taken as the revenue received. When the basic accounting principle has been violated, so that amounts to the error of accounting principle. So error of accounting principle is not going to affect the agreement of trial balance. So these are those types of the errors which may affect to the agreement of trial balance to some extent and may not be affect to other extent. For example, error of commission may affect to the agreement of trial balance, while the compensating error or error of principle or fully omitted error may not going to affect the agreement of trial balance. Now to the other side, one-sided error here means all the errors which are going to affect only to one account or only to the one side. So on the other side there is no account, so we will rectify them with the help of the suspense account. So I hope now you understood what the meaning of the rectification of errors, what the meaning of error is, what are the different type of the errors. In my next video I will share you how to rectify these different type of the errors.